Welcome to A Mother's Tale, Part 1. Erica peered around the kitchen at everything that needed to be done. She started to take a nap, but then she heard a voice say, "Well, it ain't gonna clean itself." So she reluctantly grabbed her cleaning supplies and got started. She struggled to pull up the sleeves on the red sweatshirt she was wearing because it belonged to one of them kids. Dishes were her least favorite. She slid out the dishwasher and inspected each dish carefully to see if they were clean. They were clean enough. As she removed the remaining bowls, cups, and spoons, she thought about the pineapple. The pineapple was her favorite. She loved to watch the light shine brightly as she relaxed and wrote in her journal. But she had to finish her housework first. She feverishly began washing dishes, cleaning cups, and scrubbing bowls. She even had that man come downstairs so he could take out the trash. She went back to washing the dishes, quickly becoming frustrated because the dishwasher that came with her new house was super tiny. She maneuvered the dishes around until she was able to make them all fit and became elated when she realized she only had one dish left. After adding a Cascade pie and closing everything up, she pressed start and moved on to her next task. She found a Gatorade bottle that had only had a sip taken out of it and considered throwing it away, but decided to put it in the refrigerator instead. Maybe someone would drink it. She began clearing the countertops, wiping off the walls, the backsplashes, and anything else that might have dirt or grime on it. That's when she noticed the stove. That man had cooked chicken the night before and left it a mess. She began to remove each grate and then sprayed it down and wiped away any crumbs that were left in any crevices. She quickly finished wiping down the stove and had to do a celebratory happy dance because she knew she was close to her goal. Then she realized what it was. It was the pineapple's energy. It was looking at her, staring at her, waiting on her to press that light. She was almost done. She added a little more cleaning solution to the stovetop, wiped it down, and then carefully replaced each grate in its rightful place. After the stove was complete, she made sure to wipe down the microwave and the cabinets that were nearly as tall as the ceiling. Clearing the countertops from the clutches of clutter, she removed Target bags, Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A, and an Indian clay mask. A lone pistachio nut met its maker as she swiped across the counter to remove any debris. She saw a bag of Cheez-Its on the island and decided to stuff a few in her mouth, noticing the banana peel that had been placed there from this morning's breakfast. And that's when she saw her Mrs. Frizzle glasses. That man always told her she looked like Mrs. Frizzle with them on, but she loved them because she had been wearing them when she first saw her pineapple. She thought about all the times her pineapple had made her feel so relaxed, and she decided to continue with her housework, placing them in a junk drawer, never to be seen or heard from again. After cleaning the kitchen island, she moved on to the table and wasn't fazed by the credit card or money that was lying there. That was for the children's enjoyment. They did the swiping and spending. She did the cooking and cleaning. She picked up her journals and notebooks and placed them where they belonged, then removed the Nike sweatshirt and Cat and Jack hoodie that were draped across the dining room chairs. Now it was time to move all of the chairs and the table so she could take the rug up, vacuum it, and mop the floor. She knew that with each moment she was getting closer and closer to the end. So she moved the table and chairs and quickly picked up the Pokemon cards that littered the floor. Then picked up the black rug and shook any free crumbs that remained. After removing the rug, she got the broom and swept any remaining debris into a neat pile. She was excited because the end was near. She scooped it onto the dustpan, knowing that the departure of the dirt would be short-lived. After throwing everything away, she moved on to her next task. She had to clear the walls and refrigerator from fingerprints and hot Cheeto smears. She was becoming restless, but then she saw the pineapple, and it reminded her to keep going. She pulled out her spin mop that she had gotten from Gabe's for $29.99, cut it open, did a happy dance, and got ready to mop the floors. She quickly put the mop together piece by piece and then went to go dispose of the box. Upon her return, she tripped and a lonely yellow crock stood in the wind. She thought this might be her last straw, but she mustered the energy to keep going. She filled the mop bucket with a pot of boiling hot water and then added cleaning solution and began to mop and spin until there were no mops and spins remaining. She slid the mop across the last section of the floor and then left for an intermission while the floor dried. When she returned, she admired her work. The dishes had been done, the counters were cleared from clutter, and the floors were shining. There were only a couple of things left to do. She brought the rug back out and then quickly vacuumed it to remove any remaining crumbs. She then placed the table and dining chairs back in their rightful place. After the last chair had been placed, it was time. She closed the curtains, turned off the lights, and grabbed her pineapple. to sit down and simply admire it. Okay, y'all, if y'all like A Mom's Tale, then go ahead, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing this on my YouTube channel. But thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.